How to create repetition and load units on Ekklo. On Ekklo, you can create your own load and repetition units if you want to fully customize your tracking for each client, whether it's for running, CrossFit, or even bodybuilding. Everything is customizable in the app. And the idea behind this is to adapt your program for each client according to your coaching method and tracking. And we're going to look at that together. There we go, we're on Ekklo. And so to create our load and repetition units, what we'll do is go to the Sport tab on the left and click on Units at the top right. And so this is where we can find all the repetition units we have on the app, whether they were created by us or by you, but also the resistance units available in the app. So to create our first repetition unit, you just need to click on Create a Unit at the top right. And so there, we'll have 4 steps. So the name, the short name, description, and a measurement. So for the name, we could put RIR, for example. Next, we have the short name. So there, we'll put RIR if you want. And then we'll have the description. So I could put a description saying that repetitions in reserve, so RIR, refers to the number of reps you think you can do after finishing a set of exercises. So there, the most interesting part is setting measurements. You have types like none, arbitrary, repetition, seconds, distance, calories, or minutes. For example, I'll select repetition. To finish, check these 2 sections. We'll have the section, is it an interval unit? If yes, check it. If not, don't check it. Or you can also check, is it a unit with as many as possible? There, you can either enable or disable it. And once that's done, you can validate. Once validated, we'll get a confirmation at the bottom right that the repetition unit has been created, and we can find it on Ekklo with the name, a description, the measurements, and created by us or you. Of course, we can modify it again if you wish. And also what we can do is set it as default. What does default mean? It means that during your next exercise, our IR will be automatically set as the source for the repetition unit. So there will no longer be a repetition interval or rep repetition. Our IR will be the default for every exercise you enter into their session. What we just did for the repetition unit part, we're going to do exactly the same thing for the load units. So resistance units, click on resistance at the top left. It's the same principle. Press create a unit at the top right. We'll have the name and a short name. For example, put RPE, a description of it, and then the measurements. None, arbitrary, weight, distance, watt hours, kilo per hour, or percentage. Anyway, you put whatever you want. I'm gonna put weight. And we'll also have that famous checkbox. Is it an as many as possible unit? I'd say yes. So I'll say yes, and we can validate. Once that's done, we'll get confirmation every time at the bottom right. And so we'll have the resistance unit created on Ekklo with the name, no description since I didn't put one, a measurement, and created by us. And just like for the repetition units, we can set resistance units as favorites. For example, if you mainly work with RPE, you can check set as default. That way, when you drag an exercise into the session, the default resistance unit will be RPE instead of weight. Now you know how to create your own repetition and load units. To understand the application better, you can watch the next video.